What's going to happen to us is that if we are not the change, we'll become victims of the change.
But what are the emerging trends you see in this industry, especially with the use of AI?
Well, we're beginning to see marketing people actually also jump on that bandwagon. But what is going on is that we're doing it in a tokenistic sense. We're not leading the change. We're just following the trend. And that's a dangerous thing to do. Traditional models of marketing have, not really been reinvented by the players, at least not on ground in Nigeria. So if you walked into an agency 20 years ago and you walked into another now, you may not notice too much of a change in business model. If there was a change, that change will be incremental, not exponential change. So how do I know? The way account planning has been done since the 1980s is still the traditional way it's taught today. And in this era where AI is beginning to take over and beginning to walk through the creative process using augmented intelligence, we're going to be in trouble. If you walked into a bank 20 years ago and you walked in today, you do notice a cogent difference. Obviously, the business model has changed entirely. We also have to start looking along this corridor. How do we reinvent the creative process? How do we reinvent the account planning process? How do we reinvent the client service process? How do we reinvent media buying? How do we even deliver value in terms of being able to show the clients what segment of the population where they're moving? I don't go to deliver fiscal cash into my account anymore. In fact, I don't even see money. That's invention. How do we get marketing to come to that level? That's the only time when we can truly say we can then have sustainable growth. Otherwise, what's going to happen to us is that if we are not the change, we become victims of the change. So efficiency and the ability to scale is what technology brings to the table. And until we start to look at how that can interact with our knowledge as marketers, then there will be down the line something's going to be. It's either new entrants coming who don't have the body, who don't wear the burden of legacy. So they're not thinking that for me to do marketing, I have to go and get certified in one way or the other, or become a serve under one old master. They don't have that body. Who did Mark Starbucks serve under before he floated Facebook? Outside of working in financial services, Jeff Bezos simply decided he was going to automate the life. Today, where are the bookshops? Traditionally, everybody buys books on Amazon, and that happens in people overnight. And I tell you, whether we're thinking of it or not, some other guys will think of it. And one day, by the time their innovation becomes mature, we simply find out that we have no job to do.